Celebrity chef and campaigner Jamie Oliver has been protesting outside Downing Street, armed with an Eton mess dessert. It was following a decision from the government to delay implementing parts of its obesity strategy. It was announced last week that a ban on promotional offers around unhealthy food would be pushed back due to the cost of living crisis. And we talked about this on the show last week. Paul, what do you make of this protest? And isn't there something a little bit rich from multimillionaire Jamie Oliver saying the government are wrong to try and reduce the cost of food in the midst of a cost of living crisis?
Well, when I heard the term Eton mess, I thought that was the bloke who's going to be buying Twitter. I got that completely wrong. But look, I mean, I think this is a question of priorities, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm not particularly in favour of bans on certain foods. You know, I understand when we've got an obesity crisis, it's perhaps a good thing to warn people, you know, to have product warning and so on and so forth. I don't particularly like the idea of bans. And I just think at the moment, people's priority is just getting food on the table during a cost of living crisis. I tend to think you're right, Deanna. People don't take kindly to being lectured when they're struggling to make ends meet from rich celebrities saying you should pay for this food instead, which invariably is more expensive. So I saw the protest. It didn't particularly have my support, and I wouldn't have joined it if I were walking past, let's put it that way.
And Arlene, pretty pitiful protest, wasn't it?
It was, and I think the fact that he had an Eton mess, above all things, to protest about buy one, get one free was quite incredible. I mean, he's obviously tone deaf as to what is going on in the UK at the moment. And I listened to a young man who was on the protest, and he was saying how terrible it was that the government wasn't taking action to protect him against buy one, get one free. And I thought, well, you're not forced to buy one, get one free, you know. It's all of this.
Absolutely.
It's back to this scenario that government has to tell us what to do and to ban things for us to be. I mean, people have self-will. People have the ability not to do these things. So why does government have to get involved in this?
Absolutely. Well, there is the Eton mess, and we want to hear your views on the Jamie Oliver protest. Is he justified, or are the government doing the right thing? Send us your views.